Alright, what's up guys, Luthier here, and today we're going to be playing for UU Open Round 1. Now, I know I had said I had a strict schedule for the LC series. The problem is that with the new DLC that just came out, there are a bunch of issues that arise from that because there's a lot of mods that have been instilled in the meta, and I just don't see a point in continuing without actually getting a further in-depth understanding of what each mod actually does. But I will be continuing that series throughout Slam, so if you guys were looking forward to that, I will still be uploading that. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to be playing for Slam, and we're going to start against Avarice for UU Open Round 1. So DLC did just come out, but this round is going to be not with the DLC, so we're going to be playing UU, and I'm going to be recording it live because I think I have a decent understanding of the tier, so I think I can explain it pretty well. But anyways, the first thing that we're going to be going with is a Rillaboom offense with Scarf, Combine, Chandelure, lefties Rillaboom, and then some defensive support, and then we got Abandoned Pingora. Anyway, so we're going to just hop right in, and then we're going to see what we can do. Have fun. So the first thing off the bat I noticed is that Pingora is like really good in this game. It's going to be Rocks on the Copperajah, probably Scarf. Okay, so it's going to be Rocks, Copperajah, Scarf, Flygon. I'm thinking it's Nasty Plot Celebi, which I get like a little annoyed by if it's like Earth Power. I just need to be aggressive with my Chandelure. My Chandelure is actually pretty good in this game. If I can trick the Incineroar and then force it to take chips and whatnot. Sorry, not chips. Anyways, so for the Rotom, I just got to be aggressive, pressured out with my Rotom because my Rotom is fast, and then my Rillaboom as well. My Copperajah is mainly going to just be there for Celebi and his Sylveon. Then my Rotom's going to be able to check the Incineroar, his Rotom, and then his Flygon. The Celebi gets a bit annoying because I have to keep Copperajah as healthy as possible for the Celebi, and then the same thing with Chandelure. If I can bring in like Chandelure on the Sylveon or like the Celebi and then click Trick, then it could be pretty good. The problem is I want to bring in my Pangoro as much as I can, and Pangoro really only comes in on his Incineroar and his Copperajah. So those are the two situations I want to get it in. In terms of leads, I think a fine lead is Rotom, because if he goes into Celebi, I do have Copperajah to deal with that, and then I can figure out what exactly his set is, because it could be like lefties Nasty Plot, it also could be like Life Orb Nasty Plot, I don't really know. And honestly, it could also just be T-Wave, which I'm not really certain about what it is yet. So I'm just going to lead off with Rotom, and then we can see what's going on. As it does lead off with Flygon. Now, I really want to get aggressive and click Volt Switch here, because I think U-Turn is obviously coming out. You're never staying in. But yeah, I'm just going to click Volt Switch, and like worst case, I can just like whisk the next turn. It's okay. So I'm just going to, as he reveals Draco Meteor. What? Okay, so we're going to calc that real quick. Whatchamacallit? So Flygon. I don't even know. Rotom. Custom set. Oh, not fan. Rotom. Wash. Custom set. Alright, so it took a Draco Meteor. So it is invested, and it has a lot of it. So it's going to be special. I'm not really sure what exactly it is. However, Rillaboom covers another Draco and double the Celebi. So I'm just going to go into Rillaboom as he does go into Celebi. And this is a pretty free knock because well, I do want a U-turn, but I think because U-turn covers Incineroar while I also get my Pangoro then, so I think U-turn might be better, because in case if he goes for T-Wave or something, then it could be slightly annoying. And I also get to figure out his spread, and if he decides to go for like a Nasty Plot or like click Psychic or something, that can be in like a pretty annoying position, but that's okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. I did just go Copperajah, which is really a weird play. I did not. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure that died to like knock into superpower. But anyways, we can bring in my Pangoro here. I'm not gonna play any games around with this. I'm just gonna click knockoff because nothing can go for nothing can go for kills me. Plus, if I get chip on the Sylveon, I can bring in my own Copperajah and then get up rocks and then start winning with that. So I'm just gonna go and click the knockoff. You should. A crazy play would be clicking Gunk here. But I don't think I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to click knockoff. Actually, hold up. Let me see how much... I think Copperajah dies some of the time, to be honest. Copperajah, Stealth Rock from Pangoro. Yeah. Okay, never mind. It doesn't die, but, like, it takes so much. And, like, if he gives me that, then he loses his rocks because I can eventually just defog him. And another thing is if he gives me Copperajah, then I can start pressuring him with Noivern. Although it's like slightly less, like it's not that amazing. It's still pretty decent. So I can just click knockoff here. I just stay in, and what does he go for? Like a superpower? I don't. Heavy slam. Okay. I mean that's fine. Like I don't think I really need health on this because the only thing I really needed to do is come down like Incineroar and start clicking buttons. But anyways, I can click knockoff here. Either way, he'll be like I don't know why he didn't go to Sylveon. That's kind of weird to me. But what this does do is that it either forces him to not have Roxy this entire game, or it forces his Incineroar to come in and take chip, and he gives me his Copperajah, which is really nice. Weirdly enough, this Flygon's kind of annoying for me to deal with, especially if it's like some sort of okay. So this Pangoro is still good because it comes in on Incineroar and just clicks a fighting move. Or I can click Gunk Shot if I want to get aggressive. So what is the most expendable amount on the team? At this point, I'm kind of starting to think it's Rotom. But I needed to like soft check Incineroar. And honestly, I can soft check Incineroar with Noivern. So I don't think it should be too bad of a problem if I toss Noivern here. Or toss my Rotom here. And it revealed that he's not U-turn. So that's another good thing. What I could do is I could go to Rotom. And then on the Draco, or if he's Earth Power or whatever, and then pivot into my Copperajah after, and then get up rocks that way. And I think that's a pretty decent play. I don't even know if how much did I take from a Draco earlier? 52. It's a roll. I mean, I still don't think I need this Rotom that much. I'm trying to think whatever else I could do. I could go into Chandelure because I don't. I'm just gonna go into Rotom. I don't think I really need it that much. I just go for an Earth Power. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna click Wisp here, as it just goes to the Rotom Wash, and that's annoying. That's actually really annoying. Crap. I wanted to get Chip on the Rotom because I don't really deal with it that well. And the fact that he switched out instead of going for another Draco is leading me to believe that he's like Scarf Special. So that's something interesting to note. I'm just gonna Wisp this because I want to get Chip on this Rotom. And like I don't. Yeah, he just goes for a Volt Switch himself, and this is okay because if he brings in his Celebi again, I just go into my Copperajah and then get up rocks. Or if I want to, okay, he brings in Sylveon. Interesting. Okay, I'm obviously gonna Volt here. And I'm going to scout the damage, and I don't know if that's specs or not. It doesn't feel like it should be specs on this team. I think my timer's getting a bit low, so I'm going to hurry up here. Rotom Wash. Man, I can't even type. Custom set. Volt Switch. Okay, so it looks like it's not specially defensive at all. It's a 0 bulk. Okay, so that looks like it's 0 bulk, or like near 0 bulk. And he's probably gonna go for like, I mean, it doesn't matter. I always bring in Copperajah here. I'm pretty sure. Or I can go. I think Chandelure might be better. I think I'm gonna go for Chandelure because it covers a fire move and it covers a trick. And I don't think I need it that much. And plus, it covers also him going for like Hyper Voice or anything. So I'm just gonna go Chandelure here as he goes for the Hyper Voice, and that does so much. So it does reveal that it's specs. And I just didn't know 100% what exactly it was. But I can just go into Copperajah now. It won't be doing anything to me. Well, it'll be doing something to me. It just won't be doing that much. So it doesn't really matter. As long as Chandeler's alive, I get the trick off later. Alternatively, I could just go for a trick now, because that means the specs won't kill me after. But I think going Copper Raja might be... Copper actually doesn't cover the Incineroar double, so I'm just going to trick now. Yup, there we go. Nice. Okay, this is sick, because now my Chandelure has boots, which makes it really nice for me to keep this alive in the late game. So I'm just going to go to my Noivern here, because that is my designated way of really beating this Incineroar, as he does go for a knockoff. And I can just go for the Roost here. Alternatively, if I want to get aggressive... Actually, you know what? I want to get aggressive, because this Noivern is still out of range of anything the Incineroar can go for. So even if he decides to stay in and go for a knockoff, it doesn't matter to me. So I can just U-turn here, and if he brings in his Rotom, I should be good to go into my own Rillaboom, because my Rillaboom is faster than my Rotom, and my Rotom was revealed faster than his Rotom. So I think I can bring my Rillaboom pretty safely there, and then go about that route. The problem is, weirdly enough, that the Incineroar is now faster. It's now faster than, whatchamacallit? It's now faster than the Pangoro now, which is kind of annoying for me to deal with. So Pangoro gets slightly more expendable now, but we're gonna see if Rillaboom knocks out this Sylveon, or not banned. Man, Rillaboom custom set knocks out the Sylveon from full, and it is spec. So Woodhammer definitely is gonna be able to knock this out from full. So I'm just gonna go for the Woodhammer right here, and if he brings in his Incineroar, that's okay, because it gives us crucial information about speed tiers because of the electric terrain. They get to see what HP his Incineroar is at. So this is looking pretty nice for us, especially because we have a full health Copper Raja in the back. So I think we should be pretty okay for this game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is definitely going to be able to drop this. Okay, cool. And now we have to pay attention to the speed tiers here. So Woodhammer does... Oh, wow. It does a lot. And he heals first. Okay, this is it's a pretty speedy Incineroar. But that's okay, because I can just go into my Noivern here, and that should definitely be faster than Incineroar. And it doesn't get knocked out by Flare Blitz or anything of the sort, so I should be okay. Nice. So he does go for a knockoff, and I can just roost this off here, because I am definitely going to be faster. Okay, that was kind of annoying. But it's okay. Just go for another knockoff here, as he does go into Sylveon, and I can just U-turn back into my Copper Raja, because I have that at a lot of health. So, bringing our Copper Raja here, and goes for the Hyper Voice. That does not do much at all, and I can just get out my rocks here. So what this does is eventually it'll keep chipping down the Incineroar, and as long as that happens, I should be in a pretty decent position. Again, I want to keep this Copper Raja slightly healthy just in case for the Celebi, but I do have Bullet Punch, U-turn, and U-turn from the Noivern. So that's going to be able to do damage. And if it is defensive, then it'll take nothing from the U-turn, but then it's defensive, so I should be okay. But if it's offensive, that U-turn will be doing at least 50%. So we should be good with that. In terms of risk, I don't want to be risking like Hurricane Misses and whatnot. As he does go into Celebi. Hard into Celebi. That's interesting. I mean, again, chip on this is great, and again, I really only need this for the Celebi itself and the Sylveon, so I'm just going to go for the Heavy Slam, as he does reveal Earth Power, which does nothing at all, and Heavy Slam is doing at least 50% or so. So this is good. I'm just going to click Heavy Slam again, as he does stay in and toss out his Celebi, which lives, which is slightly annoying, but I think it's okay. I'm just going to go to Noivern here, and even if he goes for like U-turn or whatever, or Recover or Psychic, that's fine. I can just U-turn here. Again, I don't need this super healthy. I just need it basically alive. And I can bring in my Rillaboom here, which collects a kill. So I'm going to take that. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. After I go Rillaboom, I think the play is to toss out my Pangoro, because I don't really need it. It's not faster than anything on his team. And he does toss Celebi, which is fine. I think my Rillaboom is going to be able to sweep up this, finish this game off. It's just gonna depend on what exactly he goes for. Because if he goes for like a fire move with his Incineroar, then I can bring in my Chandelure after, and then that should be able to collect at the bare minimum some damage on something. And if he goes for the knockoff, then my Pangoro will be able to just click Gunk or Knock or whatever. And that should be pretty good for me to deal with. I I think we're looking pretty good in this game. As he does go Incineroar, and again, I think the play is always just go Pangoro. If he clicks Knock, then I'm in a great position. If he clicks Flare Bullets, then I can just bring my Chandelure, and then I can go for like a Shadow Ball or whatever. So I think I should be fine regardless, as he does just go for a Knock, which is great, because now I get to bring in my oh my god, I can't talk. I get to bring in my Pangoro, and I can just click a Close Combat here. Close Combat should actually be able to like pick up a kill on everything, barring Sylveon, and I have Bullet Punch after for that, so I can just go for the Close Combat. Yeah, because if I just get Chip on the Flygon, then I should be in a pretty decent position as well. Yep, as he just goes Flygon. Oh my god, it died? Hold up, I'm knocked. Flygon, custom set, or just whatever, sure. Pangoro. I feel like I shouldn't be calculating this because it's a waste of time, but oh my, okay, that's a near max roll, it's whatever. And again, I'm just going to go Sylveon here. It doesn't really matter what he goes for, or Chandelure, sorry. He just goes for U-turn, which is whatever. It doesn't really matter to me, as he just brings in his Sylveon. And I can just... I want to toss my Rotom. I mean, I think this game's kind of over at this point, but I'm just trying to be as safe as possible. I mean, alternatively, I can just put this in, like, Bullet Punch range or whatever. I think Calm Mind's actually the better play, because it'll live... Yeah, I'm just going to go for Calm Mind. It's whatever. It'll live Hyper Voice. And then I can just go for the Flamethrower after. Yeah, no. But anyways, I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower, and this should be able to put it in Bullet Punch range after. And I don't even know if this Rotom is faster than me, so I don't know why he tossed out Incineroar. I don't even think it's faster than me, but I can just go for Shadow Ball here, and that's going to be able to knock that out. And then I think Flamethrower will be able to knock this out, or at least put it in Bullet Punch range or whatever. So that's going to be game one. All right, cool. Starting off with a pretty hot 6-0. The second team we have is going to be a Spikes team geared around Keldeo. I'm going to import that real quick. Okay, cool. So, we just got Spexkeld, not U-turn, it's just going to be Defog on Noivern. And then the classic spit of Copperajah, SD Incineroar, Cleric, Sylveon, and then some Spikes to boot. Alright, cool. Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on! Ah, okay. Man, I wasn't expecting to play like a 5-hour game. In other notes, Keldeo looks absolutely amazing in this game. If I can stack up Spikes, I can start pressuring things like Vileplume and Steelix and Umbreon. Okay, Copperajah is basically here to get up rocks and pressure out Frostmoth. I don't think he has... Does he even have defoggers? Does anything on his team get defog? I don't even think it does. As long as I keep Copperajah healthy, I don't think I'll lose to Frostmoth ever. Unless he gets a freeze or whatever. Yes, I smell like Copperajah in real life. Yep. The other thing is Arcanine makes progress on my team, especially if it's like offensive. But I have Sylveon to heal up. And then I just want to keep Incineroar around for knocking random stuff, so that way any boots doesn't, nullify the damage that I'm doing with Spikes and rocks and whatnot. So, in terms of lead, I think Keldeo is fine as a lead. Okay, because Roserade looks absolutely insane in this game. Like, stupidly good in this game. Because it basically gets up a spike on Umbreon, on Vileplume, on Pyukumugu. And the best thing is it has natural cure. So even if it's like some soak, some stupid like soak toxic stuff, I can just, get out with Leaf Storm, and then because it's also unaware, I can just Leaf Storm, spam it, even if I'm like soak, so I lose stab or whatever. So I think it should be okay. I think Keldeo is a great lead because it covers everything except for like Vileplume, and Vileplume just gives me spikes. So just gonna lead off with Keldeo as he does go into Steelix. And honestly, I'm not gonna risk playing around with anything. I'm just gonna click Surf because it's like fine. Well, it's like some stupid explosion set, then I could be kind of screwed. If I want to make a scout for it, I can. But there's no way, right? There's no way this explosion. Come on. Is this too greedy? No. There's no way. Okay, it's 30. Don't be explosion. Come on. What? got up rocks. He just tossed out Steelix. Okay, my Kamaraja looks amazing now. Okay. Alright. My Okay. Rocks are up, I guess. This will die to like 2 spikes, so this is fine, whatever. Oh my god, Vileplume. What? Why did they take so much? Vileplume. E defensive from Keldeo. Custom set. What? Where'd it go? Oh, is it this? Okay, nice. Surf did. Yeah, nice. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Rose Raid and get up like a bunch of spikes. And the best part is this takes like 50 from Sludge Bomb, so you can't just like stay in here and, you know, just like mess around for a long time. Even if he goes like hard Frostmoth or whatever, I still have Heal Bell on my Sylveon, so as long as he like doesn't double freeze me, I think I should be okay. Goes into Steelix here. I'm just gonna click Leaf Storm because it definitely dies to Leaf Storm. Yeah. It just goes for Protect. I'm just gonna click Leaf Storm here. It's not a big deal. I just hope I don't miss. It goes Frostmoth? Okay. This is nice chip. I'll take this any day of the week. And I'm just gonna go to Kamaraja here. As again, I've said this is like the designated way of dealing with this. I really don't care what he decides to go into after. So, decides to go double into Arcanine, which is a pretty nice play on his part. And again, Noivern isn't really doing much this game. It's just there to pivot around, and I don't want my Sylveon taking a Toxic or anything other, anything like Incineroar or Sylveon really taking Toxic. So I'm just gonna go into my Noivern. It's just for a Wisp, which is actually really good because this means I can't get Toxic anymore. So I'm just gonna go for a Hurricane because it's pretty free here. Can't really do anything to touch me. Because of Umbreon, and the best thing about him going into Umbreon is that, again, he's forced to. Well, that was a lucky crit, but I just get my Roserade here as he's forced to Wish. And this means I get another Spike. And I really don't care if he heals up his Steelix. Yeah, it really doesn't matter to me if he heals up his Steelix. Because, well, I guess it kind of does. Does it? I don't think so. I think I'm okay. I don't think it matters if he heals up Steelix. I'm just going to get up on the Spike. I decides to stay in and go for a Foul Play, which does jack. Literally does anything. Doesn't do anything to me. So I can just go Flish for a Sludge Bomb Poison. As we get it off of turn 1, which is great. Now I can just go for a Leaf Storm because it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna get up another Spike now. I'm gonna save my PP. And I'm just gonna go into my Incineroar here. And I think that's a fine play. Yeah. I don't think Stall is really good in UU right now, especially with Keldeo that just dropped. And even if he goes for Toxic or whatever, I still have Sylveon. As he goes into Vileplume, which is whatever. And I'm going to go hard into Roserade. I'm not going to play around with Effect Spore or anything, so I'm just going to Roserade. And I know I don't kill this from full with whatchamacallit. What is it called? Oh, Flare Blitz. Okay. Yeah, so I know I don't kill this from full, because I'm defensive Incineroar. So I'm just gonna go into my Roserade and then start pressuring out Sludge Bomb because he has no switch in for it anymore. Like Umbreon is at 84, it'll get 2-hit KO'd with Sludge Bomb and Poison. So Sludge Bomb does quite a lot to me, weirdly enough. The moment I get up rocks, and the moment I like knock his Arcanine, I think I win the game, like straight up. I also want to preserve my Roserade PP with with Leaf Storm because it'll get annoying to deal with stuff like Pyukumuku in the late game. I'm just gonna make the Kamaraja double again. It's really only here for this Frostmoth anyway, so it does not matter. Yeah. I think the stall game might be wrapped up a little faster than I kind of thought it would be. What? They run Defog? Okay, what? Okay, I had no idea I even got that move. Okay. I'm just gonna go for an Earthquake here, which is whatever. As it does go with the Vileplume, and Vileplume can't really do anything to me. I'm just gonna get my rocks, and what that forces is forces his Frostbite to defog later on in the game. And plus he just might overpredict. Yep, there you go. He might just overpredict my Roserade or whatever. And with this Vileplume being at 79, it gets 2 KO'd by my Water move from Keldeo. So if I can bring my Keldeo on absolutely anything, I should be in a pretty good position. I'm just going to go into Can I just click Heavy Slam? I can, but then if I get effect spore, then it gets kind of annoying. And then I'm also playing around with my synthesis PP. So I'm just gonna go and click Heavy Slam as he just goes for a Strength Sap, which is okay. That isn't Heavy Slam did nothing, but what it effectively does is it keeps him low. And that low, by keeping him low, he's gonna be 2 KO'd by like stuff like Surf. As he does go for a Sludge Bomb, which is whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and roost up here. Don't think he'll ever stay in and toss it out. Yeah, this is looking okay. It looks a lot less okay than it did at first, but I think we should be okay, because like if I can ever pressure out the Frostmoth or anything of the sort, I think I should be good as long as I Spike Sack after. I didn't even know that Frostmoth got defog, but I probably should have thought about it, because what kind of stall, you know, doesn't run hazard control? As he just state why? For what reason? It's Moonblast. Okay, well, I'm just gonna roost up again, because that didn't do anything. Nice, and I can bring in my Keldeo here again. We're gonna start getting a bit aggressive, because I'm tired of this. I'm just gonna click Secret Sword. You guys know the good switch-ins for this, other than the Vileplume. And I can just click this for free, to be honest. Oh my god, I got a crit. That's really lucky, but what I can do is I'm gonna try to go into the mon with the least attack stat. I think that's Roserade. Yeah, and that way he recovers the least. And at this point, I'm just gonna go and click a Sludge Bomb. Yes, I'm just gonna click Sludge Bomb, and then pressure the Frostmoth, as I do get a poison, which is actually really, really good, because now this might be forced to recover instead, and so I can get my Incineroar and start knocking things. Let's see what he does. He just goes for a defog, which is great. Now I can just go for a knockoff. It doesn't have great switches to this anyways. Just goes into Umbreon, and I can just go for a U-turn here, and that will force in the Keldeo. This being kept low means he has very low like potential to Wish Cleric and whatnot. I can get aggressive and click Icy Wind. I don't even know if that kills. Yeah, it doesn't always kill, so I'm just gonna go click Secret Sword. This is fine. I can just go into my Roserade here. Essentially, we just keep up the pressure and keep pressuring the Frostmoth to recover on a spike, and eventually there will be a situation in which a spike will stay, and by doing so, what that means is that Keldeo will start pressuring more and more. The goal is to get Keldeo in on something like Arcanine or Steelix. That way I can click the water move instead of the fighting move, because the Sacred Sword, or I think Secret Sword, whatever it is, it's based off of the fighting. Or it's based off of the defense stat, which of Vileplume, which is high. So he does make a double into Arcanine, which is a pretty good play on his part, albeit a bit risky for stall. I'm gonna go into my Incineroar here because I still have the Heal Bell, and Sylveon. Plus, he might just like, I don't know, screw around. I'm not really sure what he could go for. It just goes for a Flamethrower, and this is a knock that I will always take. Always will take this knock. Cause like he could easily, he goes to Vileplume. Okay, oh my, it's not an item. Okay, hold up. I'm calcing now. Incineroar, custom set. No item. Knocked it. Whatever. So Flare Blitz is a roll. I'm gonna take it any day of the week, as he just goes into Arcanine. Okay. Is he fishing for like Effect Spore or something with Vileplume? Okay, he misses a Toxic, which really, really sucks for him. But like again, I had Sylveon and I had a Cleric in the back, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna go to Noivern now, as he just goes for the Morning Sun. And now I'm gonna start getting a bit aggressive. I'm gonna go to Keldeo because it covers basically all the plays you can go for, which is essentially Umbreon and staying in, other than and going for like a Flamethrower or something. So I'm just gonna go to Keldeo. He's gonna go for a Flamethrower. I don't understand why, but I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna go for a Hydro now because it'll 2K of the Vileplume, and we miss. That's kind of lame. That's really lame actually, because I would have 2K the Vileplume and then I would have won with Sacred Sword. Okay, that's whatever. I can just go into Copper Raja and get up my rocks here. and that'll basically force him to start defogging later on in the game. So I'm just gonna Copper Raja. Let's go for Strength Sap. I don't think this runs Sleep Powder, and even if it does, I have Sylveon in the back to wish it up. So it doesn't really matter to me. He might just go Umbreon, which is okay, because then I can just bring in my Keldeo again, and then wish up later with my Sylveon if I really need to. This make the hard into Steelix. Interesting play. Do I die from Earthquake? Let's see. Steelix. You shut down usage from a Copper Raja custom set. Earthquake does not, and like Earthquake does so little. It's at -1. It'll do 22 max. So I do 2KO him. And honestly, that might be a good play if I can just keep him low. He goes for Protect. That's crazy. Did not expect him to just go for Protect there, but that's okay because I can just go into my Noivern. I want to keep my Keldeo as healthy as possible. As he does go into Pyukumuku. Weird. Again, this gives me my Roserade. Always. I can get my Roserade in here. And after I get in my Roserade, I'm just gonna click a Sludge Bomb, because what that effectively does is it puts the Frostmoth in a position where it has to go for the Roost. Yep, there we go. Nice. And again, I don't care if he goes for block. I have the Sludge Bomb, and I have the Leaf Storm in the back after. So, this forces the Frostmoth to always defog, as it goes to Umbreon, and that's going to be able to kill this. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Alternatively, I can go for a Leaf Storm, but I don't think he's not bad enough to go Steelix here, is he? I mean, I still go for... Okay, he went to the... I'm going to go into my Keldeo now, as he does go for a Protect, because he's been going for the Protect kind of nonsensically at a point now. So, brings in his Vileplume, takes a lot. I can bring in my Roserade here. Man, I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm here, because it covers the Steelix, and if he stays in, it's whatever. Like, I don't really care. Yeah. As he brings his Frostmoth? Why? Why'd you go to it now? I'm so confused. Yeah, that's a really... Okay. That's whatever. I can just go into my Cineroar here, as he does go for... There's no way this is a set. I'm just gonna go for U-turn here. It's whatever. Covers the Pyukumuku and whatever. Wait, that can't be a set. He goes to Arcanine. I can bring in my Keldeo here, and now we can go for a Hydro Pump, which should be able to basically get a kill for us. Please hit. Please hit. Please hit. Please hit. He can't risk Secret Sword and going to Frostmoth because then he loses. And I don't think Surf 2 kills a Vileplume at this range. Vileplume, defensive, Keldeo, custom set. Okay, so Surf is doing 33, so 66. He's not in range, so I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump. Goes Frostmoth and takes so much. Wow. I'm going to go Incineroar here because keeping this low is crucial, as I can just go back and then click U-turn. Because he reveals that he's not Rest Talk, so he's probably like Ice Beam, Rest. What? Why would you stay in? Okay, whatever. It's fine. I can just bring in my Keldeo here because he's revealed not Rest Talk. And I can just click my Secret Sword. Alternatively, I can go... You know what? Actually, I'm going to go Incineroar here because it covers him going to Vileplume as well. And I think that's a pretty good play, as he decides to double the Pyukumuku. Okay, and I get a U-turn here, and I can bring my Roserade after and go for a Sludge Bomb, which is great. Yeah, I think we're still in a fine position. I'm just like extremely annoyed by some of the plays that he's made. Bring in this here as he goes for a Toxic, which is whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna click Sludge Bomb because it'll force the again, just gonna go hard Keldeo as he decides to Protect again. I can just click Surf here. The Steelix healing is kind of annoying. I can't believe he risked me even being like Scald or something, because like if I was Scald, on Steelix and I burned him turn 1, he would have been gone. Dude, this takes a lot, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that took a lot. Again, bring Rose right in here. I'm just going to click Leaf Storm this time. Man, I'm going to get punished. I know I'm getting punished if I click Leaf Storm this time. So I'm just going to click Sludge Bomb. Oh my god, thank the Lord. Now I can just basically click my fighting move with my Keldeo and win the game. I'm going to click Sludge Bomb again. I know he's going Steelix. I can promise you he's going Steelix. He's been screwing around with these kind of plays the entire game, but I'm just going to... Yep. There it is. I'm going to go Incineroar now because I don't think I have a great need for it. Plus, if I knock this, I can prevent passive recovery. It just gets up rocks in front of it. I can just go for a knock here. Some of the plays he's made are very, very annoying. But yeah, I can just go for a knock here. Preventing passive recovery on the Steelix is basically all I can really do. And if I do so, it'll create progress much faster against the Steelix, because then Roserade won't be annoyed as much. Yeah, knock will basically nab a kill. If he goes Arcanine, I U-turn into Keldeo, and that nabs a kill instead. So I have... Okay, he just tosses out Umbreon, which is great. Just U-turn here. Okay, cool. And now I get to decide what to bring in. And honestly, I think Keldeo is the best thing to bring in, because it pressures out everything except for Pyukumuku, and if you just go Pyukumuku, I can just go into Roserade in the end. So I think I should be fine. I'm going to go Keldeo here. Yeah, I think we're in an okay position. I think we're actually in a pretty good position. The Hydra miss earlier kind of sucked, but I think we should still be fine. Yeah. Honestly, if he goes Pyukumuku, I might just go into my Incineroar, because that covers... Yeah. Okay, so the Roserade is so obvious. I want to go into my Incineroar because I think he might just double the Steelix, and I can never risk Keldeo, obviously, but I can risk Incineroar because it isn't hugely important in this game, as long as I have, like, you know, the wishing with my Sylveon. So I'm just going to Incineroar, as, yep, he did make the double the Steelix. Man, this dude is absurdly aggressive with stall. But anyways, I can just click knock off here. I don't think Earthquake even kills me. Just because Incineroar is that stupidly bulky. Even though I don't have the Intimidate off, I can calc it though. Incineroar, custom set from a Steelix. Nope, Steelix. Usage. Earthquake doesn't even... Yeah, Earthquake doesn't even kill me. So I can just go for a knockoff here. Just go for the Toxic, and this is perfectly fine with me because I do get the Noivern in here. Yep. As he does double to Arcanine, I just gotta hit a Hurricane, and then I should be in business. Let's go. And it lives. Not expecting that one. Let's go for another Morning Sun. I'm gonna click Flamethrower here because nothing he can do can really touch me. And Flamethrower seems pretty free anyways. If he goes to, like, I don't know, goes to some Steelix. Anyways, but this is where you see that him going for that double earlier in the game really cost him. Or, sorry, not double. Him going for the Wisp against my Noivern really cost him. But anyways, I can just go into my Roserade here. I just go for the Recover. And I'm going to go ahead and click Leaf Storm now. Because, okay. Well, that's why. That's why I click Leaf Storm now. That gets me a kill there. And I can, again, just... This time I'm going to bring my... actually, no. I want to keep this Noivern untoxic. So, I don't care. I'm just going to bring in my Noivern here. It does not really matter to me. I think the Noivern should win this game at this point. I don't even know if Steelix can even touch the Noivern. Because they don't even run... they don't run Steel moves. I lost when I didn't Toxic Noivern. I mean, yeah, you lost when you brought this team. You bringing Stall in a Keldeo meta in which you have one hazard control, and that being so contingent on, like, rest as its recovery, that is the reason you lost the game. Like, you had no effective way of pressuring any of my mons, especially Keldeo. But anyways, he forfeits, and that's gonna be round 1 of UU Open. So I'm pretty happy with the way I played this the second UU game. I think I played this one pretty well. But the first one I did have some hiccups. I mean, I'm not gonna justify the fact that I should have scouted for Scarf Special Hydrate or Scarf Special Flygon, but like there could have been some different plays that I could have made. But anyways, that's gonna be UU Open round 1. Thank you guys for watching, and I will definitely be putting out more content from every Open. So yeah, that's all for today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.